So now what is like, one of the questions that I sometimes ask clients is like, how long have you been separated? Like the data separation, why is
Mhm.
that so important?
The data separation is important because it it stops the community. If again the community is it begins the date of marriage, it stops on the date of separation. So anything from date of separation forward is someone's separate property again, like earnings. It's it also like stops your liability for the other party. So the other party is, charging on credit cards like a mad person, and a date of separation is established, and then the community is only responsible up until that date.
Okay.
Everything else presumptively is that person's own to deal with.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here because so how do you determine that? Like, what if you're trying to reconcile and you guys?
So it's super factual, and that's the uncomfortable part of establishing a date if parties don't agree to it, which is the court asks very, very personal questions.
Okay.
Very personal questions,
Okay.
including are you still doing that person's laundry?
Oh,
Do you make
wow.
meals for that person? What are your sleeping arrangements, etc.
So if that's brought up as an issue, then the judge is going to take the time to then determine because all the
Right. And so what we do, sometimes people are a couple months apart just because the objective standard is when would someone outside your marriage have known that you guys didn't intend to continue to be married. So, it's not like you can be separated and then go out and celebrate your anniversary and post pictures on Facebook and keep wearing your rings.
Okay.
Other people have to know that you're separating.
Okay, so basically it's an almost like are you telling people or are you just sure?
Right. But that said, the court also realizes that you may not be able to go someplace else. And so you may be living in separate rooms on separate floors of the house, or when someone's in the living room, someone's in the bedroom kind of thing.
Okay. So you're gonna have to be able to answer those questions honestly.
Right. But because they are so personal and not everybody wants to testify to those details that are so private, sometimes we'll look and see, did anything important happen?
Okay.
During the date of marriage and date of separation? Did someone win the lottery? Did someone, get a big bonus at work? Did someone incur a big, credit card debt? So we look to see what the practical effect is, and if we can't, figure out a date in the middle, maybe.